Hey guys, this is Mara, the Reading Hedgehog, with my video review of The Stolen Herd by Madill, as the first book in the Mandamus and Luco series. I have it on my Kobo e-reader, so I can't show you a actual picture of it, because I haven't figured yet how to impose pictures. And if you hear a bunch of noise in the background, my brother's family is here and his son is very unhappy right now, so that's what that is. So The Stolen Herd was sent to me by the author to review. It's a middle grade animal fiction fantasy. I gave it 3 out of 5 strawberries. So it takes place in a futuristic world, I think it is, kind of fantasy, futuristic, a different world. And animals and humans have always kind of lived pretty much, I don't know what word I'm looking for. I'm sure it'll come to me once I've made this video. They live side by side pretty equally and peacefully, and animals and humans form bonds with each other, like horses will form a bond with their rider. It's a mutual relationship, I guess you could say. And when Queen, I'm totally gonna blank on names, I'm really sorry, I'll put them up properly once I've made this. Azura, I think her name is. I don't think that's right. But anyway, when a queen takes over, she kind of gets rid of the bonds. She starts enslaving animals, and especially the horses, for her army. And Mandamus is like the only foal left of this one special herd of horses, and he ends up being taken in by another herd because there's a prophecy about him, and when he finds a human and bonds, then they will kind of save the kingdom, I guess you could say. So The Stolen Herd starts at the beginning of everything. It's mostly about laying out groundwork for the next books, and so it kind of gets a little slow at times, but it's a really short book, so it doesn't get as slow as it could if that makes any sense. But it sets up a lot of stuff, like character relationships and world building and situations, and so not a ton happens, but there's a lot of promise of what will happen in the next ones. The characters are really good. I struggled with Mandamus for a while just because he acted so young for so long. So I kind of just wish he had matured a little earlier, but he does mature as the book goes on. Luco, the human he ends up finding and bonding with, is really, really nice and intelligent. I had a hard time kind of figuring out his age. I don't really know why I did, but I kind of did, and I think I finally pegged him at about early 20s, late teens, I think is what age he's supposed to be. But he's pretty cool. He's a musician from this tribe of people. It's really cool. I liked him. My favorite character was Gideon, though. He's a shapeshifter. He's not nearly in this book enough. I really, really, really liked him. I want to see more of him. But he's kind of an ancient entity who knows about this prophecy and is kind of always working behind the shadows to try to get it to happen so the kingdom can be saved. But he has a much more complex history that we don't know yet, and yeah, he's just really, really cool. Gideon was my favorite. We get to meet the queen for a little while, and from what I saw of her, she's actually very intimidating and scary. So kudos to y'all for doing that. It's very hard to do convincing villainesses that actually make you intimidated and who carry out their threats. My only real complaint with the book was the world building, because at times it felt like it was supposed to be kind of a medieval fantasy world, but I wasn't sure if it was supposed to be futuristic or if it was even supposed to be modern, because there are trains and there's some references to some other modern things, but at the same time it had a very medieval feel, so I was a little confused about what kind of world it was supposed to be. The mythical beings and stuff were really, really cool. I did like that. And like I said, it's a really short read, so it doesn't drag as much as good. If it was longer, it would have started to drag, because like I said, not too much happens. But overall, for a really quick middle grade fantasy read, it was really fun. The writing style was pretty good. The dialogue was a little modern, but it wasn't a huge problem. But yeah, overall, I liked The Stolen Herd and 3 out of 5 strawberries, and I can't thank Kate Madill enough for sending the book to me to read. I very much enjoyed it and hope to maybe read the rest of the series eventually. Bye.